Hello there. So we've got 30 seconds basically until the end of day 5's auction, and very surprising actually. Well, not I guess it's not surprising, but it's that's a lot of BNB. You know, if you look at day 1, it was 1633, and then we had a couple of smaller days, and then we've smashed that with 1651, and today is just crazy. Like, you know, that's a lot of BNB. So I'm just going to wait until this timer runs out, and I'll give it a couple of seconds. Now, in this video, I wanted to go in live like this, and I also want to show you why this is sustainable. Okay, now a lot of people that don't know anything about this project, and most people don't, they just know the basics of it, don't understand the mechanics, all right, and they don't understand how it can be sustainable. Right, now this model, the dividends and the way that they're distributed is totally different than the original, right? So if you understand the basics of it, you know how it works, that 94% from each auction is then distributed to all the stakers, but it's how it's distributed. Now I'm going to go into that in a minute, but first let's have a look and see what we've got here. So we've got 2,873. I'll just refresh this page. 2,888. Whew. That's a big one, people. That is a big one. Okay, so I'm not going to bother collecting. I still got 1,000 actually for 1 BNB. So quite a bit of difference. You know, if we look at this here on the second day, that's 10 BNB. And I got 28,000. So, like, you know, that's nearly 3 times the amount of today. Right. So that, you know, obviously that's because so many people went in today. But also, you know, one of the contributing factors is the fact that the amount of tokens that are available each day. You know, we started off with 3 million, and now, you know, today was 2,940,000. So I mean, it's you know, it's going down by 0.5% every day. You have to remember that, you know. Now, okay, so I'm going to go firstly, before I tell you why it's sustainable, let's just go into the staking. Now I've given it a minute or 2 minutes, so let's just go into the staking and see how the rewards are today. Okay, so the first day, if we just bring this notepad over, I'm going to pin this. I'll just enter pin mode, if it's going to work. It's being a little bit of a pain here. Okay, it doesn't seem like it wants to enter pin mode. There we go. Okay, so all right, so this is 10 BNB staked. Okay, 18,411 AVC tokens. Okay, so the first day I got 2.766 BNB from that, okay, which is, you know, 27%. Day 2, accumulating, it came to a total of 5.2. So slightly under, but not much, you know, still 25%. All right, and day 3, well, this is just filled in from here. I'll copy and paste that. So let's see what we got on day 3. Let's go to the staking. Might have to move this down a bit. Let's have a look. Move this down to here, and let's have a look. Okay, so you can see here that it's slightly less, okay, and I'll show you why on the curve, on the actual distribution curve, why this is, you know, I mean, it's still really good, don't get me wrong, but it is less, okay, today. Now you can't look at it because of the auction that just happened. That's not giving an indication of these rewards, because I'm going to show you why in a minute. Now, this is still really good. You know, like if you look at it, it was 5.2 and now it's 6.8. So that's 1.6 BNB. Still, 1.6 BNB on 10, so that's still 16%. That's still 16% for the day, right? It's really high. In anybody's book. Even in, you know, DeFi projects that go poof, you know, the ones that disappear, some of those, you know, go to, like, there was one recently that was 9%. This is still 16%, okay? So I know it's gone down significantly, but there's a reason why, and there's a reason why it's going to stabilize and it, you know, over time you'll see that the rewards will be amazing. They'll be really good. They might, you know, vary a little bit and get a little bit lower over time, but they're still going to be really nice. Okay, I'll show you why. Okay, so if I just put this in here, I'm just gonna, my mouse is playing silly buggers for some reason. I should have just did Control-C, but I'll just put that here. I'm not good at sheets and all that sort of stuff. All right, so, but anyway, you can see here, 2.7, 27%. Day 2, 52% in total. Day 3, 52%. Yeah, 66%. 66%. You can see I've accumulated 15 BNB here. Right, just this mouse is being crazy. 15 BNB. All right, you can see it right there, 15 BNB off my stakes. And so this one here, this one just started today, and this one. So off 5,000, I got 0.39, nearly 0.4, nearly half a BNB, right, off 5,000 tokens. And this one, 10,000, okay, I got 0.795. So I mean, this is amazing. It's really good rewards. Okay, and that's my dog in the background. She's going crazy. Okay, so now that we've done that, okay, now I want to show you why this is sustainable over time. Okay, and I mean, obviously it does depend a lot on, you know, people coming into the auction every day and still investing in the project. Obviously that helps, you know, and obviously that's going to help the project long term, and, you know, make sure that the rewards are stable, of course. But when people understand how much you can get on this and the returns on that, of course people are going to still keep investing. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? I mean, it just makes sense, right? And with everything that's going around in DeFi and, you know, all the rug pulls and everything, this is just the obvious choice, right? So let me just move this out of the way, this pinned one. Okay, so I want to, now you've probably already seen this, okay, but I want to explain it to you so you understand it in basic terms. All right, now, as I mentioned, 94% of all the BNB that enters the daily auction lobby is pulled to be distributed back out to all the stakers, okay? Now, it's not 94%, for example, today's auction, right? The 94% of that BNB doesn't go into the next day's, doesn't go to all the stakers the next day after it's accumulated. All right, that's not how it works. Now, it did on the first day, and it did a little bit on the second day, but not as much. So now I'm going to explain to you why. So if we look at this, it says that on day 3, so let's just not worry about day 1 and day 2. Let's worry about day 3, because this is how it's going to work. On day 3, right, the 94% will get split, because it's day 3, the third day, so it will get split 3 ways evenly and put forward to the next 3 days. The rewards will get split up and go on the next 3 days, so days 4, 5 and 6. All right, so those rewards will be split between the next 3 days from day 3. Okay, on day 4, the 94% will get split up on the next 4 days, evenly split up. Okay, so 25%. All right, on day 5 of the auction, the 94% will get split to the next 5 days. Okay, so can you see what's happening? Like every day, if it's the 5th day, it gets split 5 days in the future. Split, so it'll get, if it's 5 days, it'll get it split on day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then when you get to day 10, it'll get split to the next 10 days. So all the pooling BNB from the auction that day will get split to the next 10 days. So it'll go from day 10 to day 20. All right, evenly. All right, so I'll show you how this works. Let me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just zoom in on this so you can get an idea. Let me just bring this up. Okay, right here. Okay, so let's take this from day 3. So contract day. Okay, so that's the day. So day 3. All right. So don't worry about what's here. Just worry about here for now. Day 3. So this is assuming I mean, this is obviously, you know, the first day here was 1600, the second day here was 1000, the third day here was 1100, you know, yesterday was 1600 as well, and then today was like 2800, right? So this would be how it would be written up here. So this is just using it as a basic form so you can get an idea. 100 BNB goes into the auction every day, all right? This is just giving you an average. But obviously these will be different as they have been for the first 5 days, all right? So if we come to day 3, day 3 is written here. Okay, so day 3, right? The 94% of the BNB, right? Because remember the other 6% goes to buybacks, which I'll explain in a minute, and to the marketing and to the team. Okay, 2% on each, around about. Okay, the other 6%. So 94% of BNB that gets put in the auction on, for example, day 3, will then get split up 3 ways because it's day 3, so 3 ways, and 33%, 0.33 will go into day 4, 33% will go into day 5, 33.33% will go into day 6. Okay, so as you can see, as you pull it along here, on the next day, so if we go to day 4, right, this one here, this is day 4, you can see now it's been split up 4 ways to the next 4 days in the future. Okay. So the rewards are being pushed 4 days into the future, split evenly. All right. So you can see now, if we come to day 5, for example, which is today, right? This is a little bit lower, right? This is a little bit lower than these ones because of the way that this is working, but it's only into the next day gets higher again. So if you look here, we've got from this one here, from day 4, you've got the 25. So we're looking here at day 5. Okay. We're looking at day 5. So in day 5, we have day 3's rewards split. We've got 33% from day 3 right there. And we've also got 25% from day 4 here. Okay, see that? All right. So that's why the rewards are slightly lower on the 5th day, which is today. And that's why the rewards are a little bit lower than they were yesterday. All right. So not a lot, but just a little bit. Okay, and so now if we go to day 6, right, if we look at day 6, so here's day 6. So tomorrow, this will be tomorrow's BNB. So let's say we do 2,000 BNB, all right? So that will be split up because it's day 6 here. That'll be split up. Let's say it's 2,000. That 2,000 will be split up for the next 6 days, all right? And on day 6, we have the 33% that came from day 3, because look, 3 days across. So we've got day 6. So we've got 33% of day 3's rewards are now on day 6. 25% of day 4's rewards are here, right? And then 20%, right? Oh, well, not 20%. Sorry, this is not percentage. This is amount of BNB. I got that wrong. It's not the percentages. It's the amount of BNB. Okay, so 20 BNB from day 5 is on day 6. So you've got a total of 78.33 BNB. All right, is on day 6. Right, so you can see how it's moving. It goes across like this, and it evens out. So every day, every second day will be slightly lower, but it keeps an average. Okay, so this is what keeps the rewards constant. All right, and keeps it stable. Now, obviously, how much BNB comes into the auction will affect this as well. Okay? But if you look at the overall calculation of this, it makes things a lot more stable. And what's really important is because every day, so like you get on the 10th day, you're pushing it 10 days ahead, but you've already got back from the other 9 days pushing on to the 10th day. So you're still getting that stack. So if we move along here, you can see how it's working, all the days pushing across. Okay, and you can see down here, it's a constant amount of BNB, pretty much. Okay, you know, you'll see one day slightly more than the other, and like day 5 is slightly less. Tomorrow will be slightly more. Okay. Now, what's really important, now this is a key point, in the original T2X, it was the full 94% the day before that went into that everyone got today. So for example, if yesterday's auction was, 1,000 BNB, that would get paid out all to the stakers today. But then there's nothing going forward. So it's relying on every day's auction. All right, solely the rewards for the following day. This is not the same because it's pushing all the rewards forward in time, which means it's keeping the platform going for a long time, because it's pushing the rewards each day is pushing the rewards further and further and further and further. So this is the way it's going to work. It's going to do that every day. So like on the 20th day, it'll be splitting it up 20 times, the rewards, okay, evenly, and pushing it 20 days in the future. Okay, so it's going to keep doing that every day until it hits day 60. Okay, and on day 60, every day after that, it will keep it at 60. All right, so I hope you understand that. If you can understand this concept, I'll just go over it just quickly again. Okay, so you can see here, let's go back a bit. Okay, so this here is the 6th day. Okay, the 6th day. All right, so let's say, for example, it got, 100 BNB, or we can say whatever. That could be 1,000, it could be whatever. That 100 BNB will then get pushed 6 days forward. It's the 6th day, so it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how it's gone? Up to day 12. Okay, so it's pushing those rewards, splitting them up, and making sure that there's rewards on the next 6 days. All right, and because the days before that have done it, it creates this amount of rewards each day. All right, it's actually quite brilliant, to be honest, how it's been structured like this, because it keeps it constant. And what it means, another reason why it's really important. If you're late to this, if you come in at day 50, for example, right, you're still getting rewards back from day 26. So you're still getting on par with the rewards. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like a safeguard of rewards for the future, right? It's sustainability. It keeps the platform going, right? And that is one of the key factors to this platform, is that it's not like the others. There's nothing like this, right, around anywhere. Not just that. Okay, so this is the. Let me get into another part of the minute. This is the token, not the tokenomics. This is the dividend structure. Okay, so just know that each day, if you're on the 10th day, the rewards for that day, the BNB that goes into the auction that day, will be put forward, split up evenly, and pushed for the next 10 days evenly. Those even amounts, split up amount. Okay, same with day 30. It'll be 30 days ahead. All right, same with day 40. It'll be 40 days ahead. All right. So you can imagine how far ahead you can go, right? So this is why it's sustainable. And this is why people are going to keep coming into this, because it's a constant, right? Like I said, it does matter on how much BNB comes into the auction each day. But if people understand this concept, they'll keep coming in. I mean, that's why I'm doing a 60-day ladder all the way, for 60 days, all right? So now, let me just come back here and back on the staking. So one of the other things that I wanted to show you, which was really important, and I've noticed this, and it's starting to move really fast, okay, is if we go to the buy sell, now I'm just going to hope this loads because it's actually getting quite busy. Okay, we're good. Now let's just see it loading here. I want to show you a couple of things on this because I think it's important. This is another reason why it's going to help keep it sustainable. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you why. So when somebody comes in and buys a stake, where do you think that BNB is coming from? It's coming from their wallet, right? And where does that BNB go to? It goes to that person, right? It goes to the person for the stake. All right. Now it's keeping that BNB in the platform, right? Well, it's actually keeping it's yours anyway because it's on your stake. But the person that received that BNB, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to go somewhere else? No. They just made some money. Like if they're not selling it for a desperate reason, most people in here, I'm telling you what, they're trading them. I can tell. I can see what's going on. So they're going to get the BNB. They're going to put it back in the platform, probably create 2 or 3 different stakes for different time lengths and try and sell those in the market, right? Because this is going to be not trade wars, but there's a lot of game theory to this. If you're clever, you'll be able to make really good money from trading, buying and selling these. I've already had a look at it, and it's very possible to make really good money if you know what's going on, okay, over time. So if you have a look here, we're only in day 5. Look, people are only just starting to cotton on to this, all right? And I think I'm the first YouTuber to actually cover this in depth, all right? And I was the other day, because if you have a look here, look, there's 165 stakes have been sold already. Now, we're only in day 5. Well, we're in day 6 now, but we were only in day 5 when that figure hit, right? Day 5. So, you know, you're looking at, what, 30? Over 30 a day have been sold on average. And it would have been increasing each day, less on the first couple of days, right? So, what does that tell you? That tells you that a lot of people are starting to trade this. Now, why would you? Why would you trade this? I mean, how do you know? How have you got any idea what's a good deal and what's not, right? Now, I don't want to go into the specifics. I'm going to put a lot more information in my Discord group. So if you want, more information, go there. It's free to join. I don't charge anything for Discord group, my Discord group, like others. I don't think it's needed, right? So come and get your information for free. I have no problem. Come in there and join it. We're a great bunch of people. We've been burnt a few times, but now we're starting to push through it. And there's some smart people in the Discord. All right, so come and you'll get answered. You got any questions? You want some information? You're new to crypto. If you're new to crypto, best place to come. All right. So back to this. Now, if we have a look here, if we come over to the sort, I'm going to give you a couple of tips. All right. So if you come over to the sort offers by, right, and you just click on that, you can, obviously look. You can use these filters. Okay. So if it was me, and I'm going to be trading in here every day or looking for ones to buy, I would be going to the newest every day. Now, the reason why is because these stakes last for 2 days. Like if you list it, it starts for 2 days. I mean, it lasts for 2 days and then it just expires and goes back. All right. It gets delisted after 48 hours. All right. So if you've got people in here that are trying to actually sell them because they need the money, right, and they didn't sell it those first 2 days, they're going to come back in here after 2 days and they're going to sell it cheaper. Of course they are. It's like anything. They need the money more, they need it faster, they're going to sell it, okay, for cheaper so they can sell it faster. It's obvious. So this is a good way to start if you click on newest. Now, I like the stake tokens and the remaining days. So the remaining days to me is important because that's what gives it value, right, over the long term, if you think that you can wait that long, right? If you're just trading and buying back and forward, you might go for less. But for me, if I'm coming in to buy a stake, I'm going to be looking at the remaining days, right? So if we come down here, this one's got the longest, okay? So you can see people are starting to charge crazy amounts now, but it's not so crazy, and I'll show you why in a sec. So, for example, I like the, obviously the longer the better, but you can find some really good deals in the mid, in the 150s, the 100 to the 150s. So like some of these, even this is not bad. All right. This here will actually get tomorrow. This here will get its first rewards tomorrow, day 6. All right. So you actually see the rewards on that. I don't think, you'll see the rewards on that tomorrow. So this is day 4. It's got some. So the way that you can look at this is that if you believe that this platform's going to have legs, okay, and it's going to have a good, look, let's say it's 5% per day, right? You work that into the calculation of this. So you look at, this minus times the amount that went into the pool times 5%, and you can work out around about, and you look at the price. So like this one here, for example, this has got 1,500. This has got basically 100 days, right? 1,587. Well, that 1,587 today was worth 1.5 BNB. okay, at today's auction cost. It was that there, it would have cost you 1.5 BNB. All right. Now they're selling this for 11 BNB. Okay. So you got what? You got about 9.5, right? 9.5 to recoup back, apart from the cost, right, of today. That's about, because remember, you get the tokens back at the end if you buy the stake. Okay, so you got to look at the cost of the tokens. Do you think that in the future there's going to be more coming into the auctions? These tokens will get these tokens will be more valuable in the sense for staking. All right. So if we look at that, and then we look here. And this is day 4, so this has had 1 day's BNB, actually 2, so it's done 0.337, right? And they want 11 BNB. So you got to think, if this is over 2 days and 94 days with a sliding scale of percentage, you know, is it worth to buy this? I'm not going to tell you. You can work that out, right? This is just an example. So look, there is different ways that you can look at this. You can also look at which was I like the stake tokens, because then I can I like the 500 mark, right? So I'm looking at this, you know, 500 to 1,000, because then you can get an idea. So if you go down here and we look at, we'll take it up to the top, and we'll take it down to about, man, there's a lot of stakes in here now. So a lot of people are selling and buying and selling. So if we look at this one, for example, I saw some in here today, but they've actually gone up in price now. Actually quite a lot, by the looks of it. See this one, that one there's only for 15 days, right? For nearly 1 BNB. So I wouldn't be, you know, looking at that. But if you look at, okay, here's one. 106 days. Okay, it's 420 tokens, all right, for 0.8 BNB. Okay, so I mean that could be valuable. Maybe not right now, because you remember that if you go in the auction today, you would have got 1,000. For 1 BNB, you would have got 1,000 tokens, right? But you also lose 2 days, because you've got to remember that when you collect the tokens is 1 day, okay? And then when you stake the same day, it goes active the next day, but you don't get rewards until the following day, okay? So you've got to remember that. So you're losing a few days, all right? But keep an eye on the auctions, and keep an eye on, you know, the token, how many tokens you're getting in the auctions, and then look at this and just see if you're going to get good deals, you're going to be looking obviously for ones that have got, you know, that you go to price. Look, the obvious one is selling price first, right? That's the obvious one, but most people look at that and they won't dive deeper into it, and that's where they'll go wrong. So if you look at the selling price, now you can look at this and you can think, wow, 60 BNB, that's really high, but it's not really, because look, it's got what, 45 days, right? This is 45 days because it started on day 4, finishes on 49. Okay, so it's a 45-day stake, right? There's 49,000, nearly 50,000 AVC tokens. All right, so on today's you know, worth, that's on value, that's like 5 BNB, right? So 5 BNB. So remember, you'll get those tokens at the end if you bought this stake. Now look, this has been 2 days. Day 4, 2 days. 2 days dividends, right? 10 BNB. It's a sixth of the cost of the price of what they want. So do you think in 49 days this will supersede 60 BNB? Well, if we keep going the way we are, it will, for sure. All right, so this is not crazy. It might look like a lot of BNB, but it's not a crazy price at all. All right, so you got to look at it like that. That's just a couple of hints. Just use that sort by offers. Okay, now sustainability. So we looked at the tokens. We looked at the the dividends, and the structure of it and how it can keep the platform sustainable. It's pretty obvious if you actually look at the mathematical. If you actually look at it and study it and have a good look at it, and just maybe watch this video twice or 3 times, you'll understand how this works. And like I said, it does depend on how much comes in each auction, right? Depending on how many rewards will go into the future. But it's looking strong, and look, people still will keep coming into this because they can they'll realize what's going on. Okay, it's not that hard to work out. Now, so sustainability. But what about, let's just look at a little bit of security. Now, to me, I don't care if this project gets an audit or not, for a couple of reasons. One is, I know the developer behind it, right? I was talking to him today, all right? So I was talking to him, and I've been involved with, part of the team for years, all right, since T2X. So I've known these guys since T2X days. So I know that there is going to be no rug pull, all right? This is not like these other projects these days, which you don't even know who the people are behind them, right? This is not the same. I know the team on this. I was talking to the developer today. We were talking today about the referral side of things, all right? And so I know the team, so I don't need to see an audit at all. In fact, many companies that are doing these audits for a lot of these projects are rug pulling anyway, so you can't trust an audit these days anyway. But if they're from certain people, you can't trust them. Like there's a few in the space that are, trying to be audit companies, and they're just hopeless, right? And I don't even need to name names because I'm pretty sure you can work out who they are. But just to give you a little bit of peace of mind, right? If you're new to this and you don't know, and you're an audit guy or whatever, they've got 2 that come out today, right? They've been working on them, getting them done. I'll show you, and I'm going to leave the link in the description for these, all right? So I'm going to click on here, EtherAuthority, all right? Now this is also in GitHub, all right? So these guys don't piss around. They don't just give you a little PDF with a couple of things written on it. These are in the GitHub, all right? So they're accountable. So, if you look down here, this is all done professionally, all right? I'm not actually logged in. Oh, the report's here. But if we come here, okay, so this is done by TechRate, all right? So if all the details are here, you can go through it. I'll leave the description. I'll leave the link to this in the description. You can see here, look, all passed, right? Look, okay, right, all good, okay? So, and this one, let me have a look. This one here is from EtherAuthority, okay? Smart contract security audit report, all right? Go through them, okay? Go through them and have a look, all right? But there's 2 audits, all right? 2 audits, not 1, 2, and not by these dodgy other wannabe audit, make you try to think they are audit companies in DeFi, all right? And there's a lot of them. These are good ones, all right? So that gives it more sustainability, all right? Just knowing that. Because, look, if you've got a good security audit, a couple of good security audits, I don't believe in them if I know the team, all right? And even so now, they're just, everyone's doing them. But if they're done by proper companies and they're done with a team that I already know, right, I have no problem with it. Like I said, I didn't even need to see these audits. They came out today. All right, I just got my hands on them now, just like 5 minutes before this video. All right, so it was just good timing. So that's how I could show you. But I'll leave the links in the description for that. All right, so we've ended up with, doggy. Okay, we've ended up with 2,888 in the lobby for today. We've already got look at that. We've already got 196. It's coming in fast, people. All right, so and remember the staking side of it, like I've got now, I just want to show you something too about the staking side of it. I've got quite a few stakes. I'm not sure what happened with this one. It must be something to do with the decimal point. But anyway, as you can see, I've started on day 1, but day 3 was the first day of rewards. So day 3, day 4, day 5, I've got 2 on each one. All right, this one is 2 60-day ones. All right, and then this one, I'm actually dropping a 300-day with a smaller amount on each one as well. Okay, so I'm not going to probably continue to do that all the time. But what I am sticking to is one every day for 60 days. All right, that's what I am. So I mean, look, everyone's got their own ways they want to do this. There's plenty of ways to do this, and look, every way will work for you. It just depends on your plan. All right. So listen, I really hope that information has helped. And this project, this Avarice, it is pumping. It's good, and I can see it lasting a long time. And look, this is going to make a lot of people happy. Okay. So remember, if you want some more information and you're new to crypto, definitely come and visit us in the Discord, and we can help you out with anything you need to know. Okay, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. And one other thing about the referrals. You can change your referral every day if you want. Okay, so you're not stuck, you're not caught. If you click on somebody's referral link, you can change that every day. You don't have to use the same one. So if you want to spread your love around to different people, do it. All right. But just remember, you can only use one a day. Okay. You can only use one a day. So each time you enter the lobby, if you use that referral link, that'll be it. Can't use any more than one. All right. But spread the love around. All right. I am in the Discord group. I figured out how to do 5 a day. Okay. So I'm doing 5 a day now. So if you've used my referral, you come to the Discord group, you can post your referral link in there and I'll get to it. All right. I'm doing 5 a day. Okay, so that's just trying to help the community back, because look, I appreciate the the referral as well. All right, so have yourselves an amazing day.